Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. EJ gets the truth, Chanel and Johnny's options. Paulina exposed Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, May 6th indicate that EJ DiMera, Dan Feuereagle, learns the real verity about Jude Brady. Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, and Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, bandy their option concerning the baby. Everett Lynch, Blake Barris, publishes the expose on Paulina Price's Jackie Harry, abuse of power. Teresa's boob, EJ's terrible secret, Chanel's gestation decision and an awkward brunch. Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, May 6th to May 17th, reveal that Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, will gain a big advantage over Constantine Meliunis, John Capellos. During the week of May 6th to 10th, Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, will help open Maggie's eyes to Constantine's will fiddle. Maggie, John Black, Drake Hodgson, and Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, will all come part of a Constantine takedown plan, but they need Maggie's help to truly pull it off. Naturally, Maggie will be each in on conniving Constantine's downfall, which could come on their marriage day. Other days spoilers say guilt will hit hard for Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, since she exposed Chanel DiMera, Raven Bowens, to radiation, which could lead to birth blights for her future child. After Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, confides in EJ DiMera, Dan Feuereagle, and breaks down in gashes, EJ will contend it's too important of an adventure and won't suppose Chanel should go through with the gestation. Latterly, Chanel will ask Johnny for his honest opinion on whether she should have this baby. It'll be Johnny's chance to get voracious and partake how he tete-a-tete feels about the situation. Over with Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, she failed to move Everett Lynch aka Robert Bobby Stein, Blake Barris, to stop a libelous story. Everett will still hit publish on the cutting Paulina composition, despite Stephanie's attempt to talk him out of it. As for Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety, she explained to EJ how she tricked everyone into allowing EJ was the father of Nicole DiMera's, Ariane Zucker, baby. Sloane eventually stole Jude Brady and has been raising him with Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, so she push EJ to just let this lift. Sloane will do whatever she can to make EJ believe Nicole will reunite with Eric if the verity is exposed. Days spoilers say EJ will run a new DNA test and get evidence that Sloane's claims are legal. From there, it looks like EJ will indeed keep Jude's survival under wraps, which is obviously a cruel thing to do to Nicole. After Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, will officially clears probate, Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, will get updates and tell Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, that they going to be set for life. Teresa will snappily amend that and contend she means Alex is set for life, but he may be a little weirded out by her enthusiasm over his finances. Of course, Teresa will also worry about Alex growing closer to Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, but Kristen will be busy trying to make Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, jealous. Next, DOOL suckers can anticipate Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, and Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, to find commodity that shocks them inside the Black Book. Gil Carter, Davids. Lee, left before. Could that involve some substantiation to help get Gabby Hernandez DiMera, last played by Camila Banus, off the hook? There may have been a connection between Gil and Lee Shin, Remington Hoffman, that Days plans to explore. Anyhow, Stefan DiMera, Brandon Barish, will promise to do his part when it comes to helping Harris and Ava stop Clyde's reign of terror. Meanwhile, Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, will come decreasingly convinced that Stefan was the bone who framed him for firing at Harris, so he'll defy him about that and push for answers. On another note, Days spoilers say Louis Tomeo will make his debut in the part of Aaron, a new teen who's musketeers with Tate Black, Leo Howard, and romantically interested in Sophia Choi, Madeline Keentz. Although Sophia will tell Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, that she wants Tate to take her to Hop, Holly may ultimately confess that she's intimately dating Tate herself. Mother's Day is also coming up in Salem, so Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, will take Thomas DiMera, Carrie Christopher, to Abigail DiMera's, last played by Marcy Miller, grave as they suppose back on some warm recollections. Back with Sloane, she'll get a Mama's Day present from Eric as they try to move past the recent pressure. You can go. Sloane will still be anxious over what EJ's learned, but she'll stopgap. He keeps his mouth shut about the stolen Jude news. At the bistro, Tate will join Teresa for a Mama's Day brunch right as Nicole, EJ, and Holly show up. That'll bring some awkwardness, but Tate and Holly will try to play it cool. During the week of May 13th to 17th, Chanel and Johnny may reach an sanctioned decision on whether to keep their baby. Indeed, if Johnny and Chanel agree to move forward with the gestation, the threat of confinement could be high. Will this lead to some problems in Chanel and Paulina's relationship? Paulina will condemn herself, but will Chanel start to condemn her mama, too? As for Everett, his minatory Bobby side will crop indeed more frequently and will eventually start to beget chaos in some surprising ways. It seems like Bobby wants Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, back, so she could find herself in dangerous home if she refuses to reunite. Since Maggie's going to compass against Constantine, their espousal could bring a stunner and leave him lowered. Constantine's plan is about to crash and burn, so it'll be satisfying to watch Maggie expose him as a manipulative gold digger. Nicole and Eric tempted and EJ freaks. Days of Our Lives sees a whirlwind of suspension and drama ensues as colorful secrets unravel and unanticipated news shells. EJ DiMera, Dan Feuereagle, faces a shocking disclosure about baby Jude, while Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, and Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, grapple with the counter-accusations of a high-threat gestation. Days of Our Lives, what will Eric and Nicole do? Meanwhile on DOOL, Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, and Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, settle into their new life together, and Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, finds herself at odds with Everett Lynch, Blake Barris. Affiliated papers. As the week progresses, Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, confronts Stephen DiMera, Brandon Barish, about his reservations regarding Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, firing. Likewise, Maggie Horton-Kiriakis, Suzanne Rogers, uncovers significant trueness about Constantine Meliunis, John Capellos. Amid the chaos on the NBC Peacock cleaner pieces, Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, wrestles with guilt over Chanel's gestation complications, and Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, and Thomas DiMera, Christopher Carey, pay a poignant visit to Abigail Devereaux, last played by Marcy Miller, grave. With the suspension raising, observers can anticipate a roller coaster of feelings, unanticipated alliances, and shocking twists in the heart of Salem. All products and services featured are singly chosen by editors. Still, Soaps.com may admit a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may admit certain auditable data for counting purposes. Say the name Allison Sweeney, and 9 times out of 10, people will suppose Days of Our Lives and Sammy Brady. Though the actress has gone on to become a largely successful Hallmark star, she's now and ever will be nearly associated with the Salem schemer she's played off and on from 1993 until but 3 times before Sweeney was cast as Roman and Marlena's son. On May 4th, as a matter of fact, she appeared in another vital part on The Cleaner, that of Adrian Johnson. She didn't replace the ill-fated Squeeze. As usual portrayer, Judy Evans, however. At just 11 times old, Sweeney played a youngish interpretation of the character in flashbacks. Time, as it tends to, passed. Sweeney starred in the short-lived sitcom Family Man, above left, and ultimately soared her way back to Salem to show the world what a rascal Sammy had been turned into by Sora's Cleaner piece's rapid-fire aging pattern. "I was just this dopey sprat back also," Sweeney told Kelly Clarkson in 2023. But she was a dopey sprat with gift to spare. She stuck with the show, and the show stuck with her. So, the crew watched me grow up. See her and further stars who grew up before our eyes then. Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, May 6th to May 17th, reveal that Maggie Kiriakis, Suzanne Rogers, will gain a big advantage over Constantine Meliunis, John Capellos. During the week of May 6th to 10th, Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, will help open Maggie's eyes to Constantine's will fiddle.